A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Third and long. It's Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Gun.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 48.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 46. Go. Get out there. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
19. Front left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Go to 54, line 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
27. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
14. 280. Zebra.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hey, 47.
Prescott now. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
It's coming now.
A give to Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
46. 47. Here you go. 26.
1st down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down. So
a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, 47.
Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 3rd field goal in the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And the tight end Dixon left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And Dixon has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Tempo.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 59 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Good. Hey, we're going right there. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, wide in. Hey, switch. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Under 10. Strike that over there. Strike that.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Get up. We'll go 47. Then we'll go into 53. Woo.
Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Yeah, baby!
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Got it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll try and run forward Penny. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Wilson now to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Sliding. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47, 47. 41's the whip. Woo! 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He hits Beasley right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
There we go, kill. Gun. Go, get out there. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. C.J. Prosise was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 48.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
47.
Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On third down, Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, wide angle. Go, 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 get out there, get out there.
Prescott on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go, wide angle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Go, 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 get out there, get out there.
Prescott from the gun on third. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 8 yards out, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Wilson on first down. Out to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. So this is caught by C.J. Procise. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise, 67 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. All right, hey. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Here we go. Kill. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Gun. Switch his edge. Let's go, get out. Come on.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Good play.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Wilson rolling to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Tempo.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Powering his way forward. He hits Baldwin right side. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Hustle. Here you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey, 47. Under. Under. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Here we go, 46. Swing to the fit, right. To the right. Here we go, 46. Woo. Let's go, D. Let's go, let's finish now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. And down he'll go at the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
There we go. 188. Here you go.
Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Gun. Woo. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide eight. Use the mic. Switch up.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, swing. Here we go.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Gun.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go. 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.